yes, we know the truth. Grab a cane, get trained, gotta get moving. Make a change on a wage, that's what we're doing. Come with me, yeah. And live the life you want, nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine, we got good news. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth. You and me, NFB, let's dream together. NFB, you and me, lives on forever. You will see, yeah. You can live the life you want, nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine, we got good news. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth. You can live the life you want, yes, we know the truth.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our December presidential release. We are coming to you live from our national headquarters from Members Hall in Baltimore, and it is so wonderful to be with all of us together tonight. Happy holidays to everyone, and we are so glad that you're joining us from all over. We will welcome all of our members who are here in person and our supporters, and we are so grateful you're with us. So President Riccobono, it is now my pleasure to turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Pam. This is so unusual, isn't it?
It is, it is.
It's so unusual.
I know.
There's people here.
Exactly.
Usually it's just Will and I, you know.
Just in front of our computers.
That's right, that's right. That's
great.
Yeah, this is really cool. This is really great. And we have a giveaway tonight. That's pretty special. We should mention that one more time, don't you think, before we get started?
So we have our canes that we've decorated are up here at our head table here on display. Yeah. So very festively decorated, our canes. If you would like to be entered, if you're on Zoom, you're already entered in the drawing, but if you would like to be entered, you can email with your name in the subject line to communicationsteam@nfb.org.
So please do that by 8:30 or so, because if your name's not in, it will not get drawn. So I tell you. So Pam, you think we're ready?
I think let's get started.
This is so cool. Okay, we're going to get started. And Pam, it's great to have you here in person, as well as dozens of our best friends. Greetings, fellow Federationists. Today is Thursday, December 2nd, 2021, and this is release number 511, opening our season of Thanksgiving here in the National Federation of the Blind, and we're putting this release together, both live and recorded, in person at the National Federation of the Blind Jernigan Institute Members Hall with a crowd of Federationists and supporters. So glad to have you here. You guys can cheer. It's okay. It's okay. So happy holidays to everybody in the National Federation of the Blind. We have a lot to talk about this evening, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. And I want to start by reminding everybody that the best holiday elf can be found on NFB-NEWSLINE. You know, our NFB-NEWSLINE service is a great tool to use during the holiday time, whether it's shopping for holiday gift ideas or recipes for entertaining your family during the holidays. You can find those holiday gift ideas or recipes in magazines like Better Homes and Gardens, or Every Day with Rachel Ray, so many other publications as well. You might look for clothing gift ideas that you might find in QG or one of the other magazines that we have, like In Style on Newsline. If you're shopping maybe for the techie on your list, you might look into Apple Insider or Android Central or one of the other great tech publications we have. But it's not just shopping through the magazines. You can also find the great shows that you want to watch on television with your family in the television listings section. You can also, for the really savvy shoppers, don't forget that you can get the ads from Target and Walmart right on NFB Newsline. And of course, built right into the NFB Newsline mobile app is the KNFB Reader Basics. So when you need to read those labels on your packages or find out what ingredients a recipe calls for something that's been sent to you that you can't identify, you have it for free right in the NFB Newsline app. Now, if you are not an NFB Newsline user, you have time to sign up. And we should encourage our chapters to encourage people to utilize Newsline. And the holidays is a great time to show the real value of this free service. So to get more information about Newsline, you should go to nfbnewsline.org. or call us at 410-659-9314 and dial extension 2317. Great shopping tips there. Now, before we end the year, we have to start thinking about next year and what we're going to do. And the first big event we're going to have is our 2022 Washington Seminar, which will kick off officially at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on February 7th with our great gathering in. Now, many people have been asking, what are we going to do with our Washington Seminar? And our team has devised a plan that we think does what we need to do to have advocacy both in person and virtual. It's a really complicated situation because we have to navigate the COVID protocols, Congress, and the complexities that are happening with accessing Congress. And so we've devised a plan that will take advantage of a two-pronged approach, and both prongs are really important. So first and foremost, we're going to have a DC delegation. This will be our in-person contingent for Washington Seminar, and we've assigned each affiliate with a specific number of people to have in person based on congressional representation. Now, I know every affiliate would love to have more people in person. Unfortunately, the rules in Congress and accessing the Capitol just won't allow for that. So we think that this is the best approach. We believe that some meetings will happen in person with members of Congress, and that in-person delegation will handle those meetings. Equally as important is our virtual delegation. We think that a number of meetings will still have to happen over Zoom as we did this year. And so we'll have really two teams for every affiliate working on meetings with members of Congress. Again, both of these contingents are really important to the advocacy work we're going to do in 2022. And so I encourage each of our affiliates to start developing this two-pronged approach. We've given affiliate presidents information about how this is going to work and the hotel information. This allows us also to maximize participation in a really strategic way. Now, our students are still planning to have a leadership training and meeting in the course of the Washington Seminar, so we are encouraging affiliates to think about growing that next generation of leaders by having a student as part of their delegation. Now, even before we get to Washington Seminar and before this year is over, we have work we can do in Congress, especially to promote the Access Technology Affordability Act. We want to continue to build co-sponsor support for this bill. We're doing great. We're doing great on this bill, but we need to do better. We really need to do better. Now remember, this is H.R. 431, and in the Senate, it's S212. We have 114 co-sponsors in the House and 32 in the Senate. It's great progress, but we need to do better. We need to keep pushing those numbers up, because every co-sponsor we gets us in a better position to attach this bill to some other vehicle that might make it through Congress. So take some time, even in this busy holiday month, to keep putting pressure on those members of Congress, especially those who you reached out to many times, haven't committed. Get them to commit, get them on the bill. We need to get this done. We've been very close to getting into some packages that have gone through Congress, and as you know, not many go through. So we will get this bill done, but it's going to take our collective support. Now, that's not the only bill we're working on, and we continue to make progress in other areas. On November 18th, Senator Casey of Pennsylvania introduced the Transformation to Competitive and Integrated Employment Act in the Senate. This is, the bill number is S3238. And Senator Casey is joined by the lead co-sponsor from Montana, is Steve Daines. So really important, again, bipartisan support for this bill, which will phase out the use of sub-minimum wages for people with disabilities. This is a Senate companion bill to H.R. 2373, bill that's already in the House. We need you to contact your senators to get momentum for this bill going. We are making significant progress on eliminating subminimum wages for people with disabilities across the country, but we need Congress to codify what we already know, which is people with disabilities deserve the dignity of equal work for equal pay. So recently we've celebrated the 81st anniversary of the National Federation of the Blind. And blind people have gained so much in this country because we have come together and we've determined for ourselves what our future will be. This year I've urged us to use the slogan "Forward," which I stole from my home state, which has that as its slogan. Now, forward has been our motto this year, but forward does not mean that we ignore the past. In fact, it means that we study it. We come to understand it in ways that we hadn't before, and we use that knowledge to build upon it, to build the future stronger. And we use that knowledge to go forward with a better strength and a better determination for our future. A future that we face together. And I'm really thankful for the diverse, committed, and thoughtful people of this movement. We're truly blessed that we have each other and that we can bond together around a movement that makes a difference in our lives and in the lives of so many others. We're thankful that we have built the best training programs in the world for blind people, including our training centers in Louisiana and Colorado and Minnesota, and so many other programs that are best in class and really set an example for what programs for the blind should be. But it's not just enough that we build programs. I'm really thankful that we continue to talk about how to make them bigger and better. We're not satisfied, even with the success we have. We know that we need to go even further. And so I'm also thankful that we continue to challenge each other to keep raising those expectations. And sometimes that's really hard. Sometimes that causes us to take a real hard and honest look at what we've been doing. And 2021 has been in many ways a hard year for our movement. But we've faced it with strength and determination and honesty and heart. And we've demonstrated that we collectively have all that we need to tackle the hardest situations and whatever hard situations might be in front of us. We collectively have the wisdom that we share with each other by interacting with each other, by challenging each other. We also have the determination and commitment to come together, to find the heart in what we do, and to continue to share support and love for each other, even when it's hard. And what underscores all of that is that we recognize the true value in having a vehicle for collective action by blind people. That we can do more together, that we can be more successful together. And sometimes when you look around in society, there's not enough togetherness. And I'm really, really thankful that we have that in the National Federation of the Blind. So thinking about 2022, it's really going to be time for us to utilize the transformational experience that we've had during COVID and during the challenges that we've faced this year, and to take our organization to the next level. Let's use the lessons, the strength that we've gained in the last couple years to figure out how to take our organization even further. Let's demonstrate to America the power of the organized blind movement, and that in fact, we did not diminish our efforts during the pandemic, we made them stronger. Let's also find new ways to continue that training and to bring in and develop the next generation of leaders for our organization. We know that by teaching, we have continued to strengthen ourselves and those around us by teaching. And we know that by teaching, that's when the real learning occurs for us. So for 2022, I call on us to build forward together. In 2022, we want to build together. Those are my reflections as I come to think about the work that we've done this year and what we're going to share together next year. Now we have a really unique opportunity this evening, because we do have here live and in person our first vice president. And she serves the organized blind movement in many ways. But I think most importantly, she best represents the true spirit of giving and heart that we experience when we come to the National Federation of the Blind. And so I wanted to give our first vice president an opportunity to share with the membership her reflections here at the end of 2021. So Pam, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President Riccobono. Thank you for your words, and most importantly, thank you for your leadership and the ways that you teach each of us each day and show us through your vulnerability and your humanity what it means to lead and to serve. So we're so grateful. It's wonderful to be with everybody tonight as we reflect on this transformative time in our organization. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge everybody that is here in the room and everyone that is listening all over our country. The most important part of our organization are members. The work that we do together would not be possible without the honesty, the love, the commitment of each member who gives so tirelessly every day in our chapters and our affiliates and our divisions all around the country, truly helping blind people live the lives that we want and expanding what we thought was possible. So as we learn and grow and strive to do better each day, I would like to, on behalf of myself and my husband Roland, wish everyone a very happy holiday and continue to pledge my commitment to this organization, to support you, President Riccobono, and to work tirelessly to serve the members in the work that we do and changing what it means to be blind for everyone. Looking forward to 2022 and all the lives that we will touch and the lives that we will change because of our work together. Thank you. Wishing you peace and joy in the new year.
Thank you very much, Pam. And very much appreciate the opportunity to support you and Roland and all of our training center staff across the country that do so much great work on a daily basis in the trenches. There's a lot of other thank yous to give out across the Federation this evening. I want to thank our affiliates who have already fulfilled their pledges made at the National Convention. Those roll call pledges make a big difference in the work that we do. If your affiliate has not yet fulfilled your pledge, I'd ask you to do it before the end of the year because we got a lot of work ahead. So we need those dollars in the door, please. That would be great. But thank you for the generosity our members have shown and our affiliates this year. And I want to just take a moment on that to mention that during the pandemic, we wondered what would happen, especially around our pre-authorized contribution plan. The PAC plan is our primary way of people giving a monthly contribution to this organization. We speculated a lot about what would happen, but as we sit at the end of 2021, our PAC numbers are better than they have been ever before, and of course we don't know exactly what we will collect in December, but we believe that 2021 will be the first year that we actualize better than $500,000 collected in a year on the PAC plan. And that's because of the commitment of so many members across the country who got on the PAC plan, who stepped up their pledges, even despite difficult circumstances. And so I urge everybody to recognize how deep the appreciation is for those dollars and the difference it makes on a monthly basis, and to invite others to be part of that significant wave of support. If we keep up this pace of activity, we will well outpace $500,000 for the year of 2022, and we need that because we have much more we want to do. See, that's how you know you have a real live audience. Now, I also want to acknowledge some state affiliates and local chapters that have made special contributions, financial contributions to the organization this year, above and beyond the normal contributions they might make. And these have come in since the convention. Thank you to the NFB of Delaware, the NFB of Texas, the NFB of Arizona, all of these affiliates making grants to the national organization to support our educational initiatives during 2021. Also, general unrestricted contributions came in since the convention from the NFB of Idaho, Treasure Valley chapter, and from the NFB of Maryland, our Greater Baltimore chapter, the NFB of Connecticut, thank you for your contribution, as well as the NFB of Minnesota, the NFB of Iowa, the NFB of California. These general contributions are really important because they give us lots of flexibility to put those dollars where we need them to be. We also have a spirit and a tradition of sharing in our organization when our affiliates get bequests. And so thank you to the NFB of Ohio, Oregon, and Utah for sharing bequests with us during the last 6 months. Now, it's not too late to make a contribution to the National Federation of the Blind. I do want to remind you of that. But we truly, sincerely appreciate all of the major contributions made to our organization by those who have given dollars this year. It's made a huge difference. Okay, a couple of other quick announcements before we get to some Q&A. First of all, there's still time to request a Braille letter from Santa Claus or a winter letter with the help of the National Federation of the Blind. Now, these letters are available in both English and Spanish, and they're available to children 10 years of age or younger. Sorry, Kevin Worley. So you can choose English or Spanish. You can pick the letter from Santa Claus or just a generic winter letter. It comes with a lot of cool stuff. I have the Santa letter out here right now, and I have a cool tactile graphic of the polar ice caps, I guess this is. I didn't take the time to read the description yet, but really cool. There's graphics, there's recipes, all sorts of stuff that comes with the letter. And, you know, we have to work hard because Santa Claus wants to send a lot of stuff, and we try to encourage him to save some of it for later in December. So still time to get your requests in for the Santa Letters, a really fun program in the National Federation of the Blind. Also, want to raise up to you that we are supporting our friends at the American Action Fund for Blind Children and Adults, who are sponsoring the Braille Readers Are Leaders contest for 2021-22. The reading period for the contest actually started yesterday, but it's not too late. You can still register and start your reading. This Braille reading contest promotes competition and encourages reading to see who can read the most number of minutes in Braille between December 1, 2021 and January 21st, 2022. This year, the program is collecting information through the BeanStack application online. It's a very popular reading platform. And again, this contest is for both youth and adults. So Braille reading adults, if you're just learning Braille and you want to have some encouragement, this is a great program for you. And there are some great prizes being offered this year in the Braille Readers Are Leaders contest. I know in the room with us this evening are some of our partners who have contributed great prizes, like our friends at the American Printing House for the Blind, who have committed more than one refreshable Braille display. So thank you to our partners. You can visit, oh, come on, you can do better than that. Come on, there we go. So you can visit actionfund.beanstack.org, actionfund.beanstack.org. If you can't remember that, just go to actionfund.org. You'll find the registration information and how you can sign up on BeanStack. Also, our Center for Excellence in Non-Visual Access is throwing a holiday gift event. You can register and come to the virtual event on December 15th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, offered on Zoom. where you'll learn about fun, accessible gift ideas for the entire family. So pretty exciting. They're going to cover everything from video games to smart home devices to mobile applications. You can get more information and register for the event by going to nfb.org/CENA, CENA. I do have a few Federation family notes to share with you this evening, and I regret to have to bring you the sad news from Arkansas, really sad news, reporting that a member of ours, Tevin Bailey, who also is known by Diamond in our Arkansas affiliate, was killed in a car crash on Thanksgiving morning. Diamond was a student, active in our Arkansas Student Division, also very active with our social media activities. I would encourage you to keep Diamond and her family in your thoughts and prayers. From California, our San Joaquin County chapter reports the loss of chapter board member Anita King, who passed away on Monday, November 22nd, due to some medical complications. Ms. King was a very enthusiastic Federation member and brought a lot of spirit to our chapter's activities and to the board there. From Florida, our Greater Jacksonville chapter reports the passing of Elizabeth, she went by Beth, Bowen Dial, Elizabeth Beth Bowen Dial, on October 4, 2021. She was 81 years old. Beth played a key role in building our Florida affiliate. She was a pivotal part of the affiliate going back to its earliest days and was very active in the chapter, including having served as its president at one time, the Jacksonville chapter being one of the 4 charter chapters of the affiliate. From our Maryland affiliate, I'd ask you to keep the family and friends of Linda Wellman in your thoughts and prayers. She passed away very unexpectedly at the age of 62 on November 20th. 2021. Linda was a member of our Greater Baltimore chapter and of our Maryland Seniors Division. She was very active in continuing to advance her skills. She was preparing to go for adjustment to blindness training at the Colorado Center for the Blind. Also, on November 28th, 2021, I regret to inform you of the passing of Mary Nichols, who lost a long battle with cancer. Mary has been a longtime member of our Greater Baltimore chapter and of the NFB of Maryland, serving in many capacities, including our Seniors Division. She leaves behind her husband of 54 years, Orlo Nichols, who continues to be a member of the Federation family. So I'd encourage you to keep all of these Federationists in your thoughts and prayers, those that we've lost all year, and those that we may not have known about and been able to share on this release. Now, as we come to the end of the year, though, we do have one joyful bit of news from Virginia. I'm pleased to report that Julie McGinnity and Joe Orozco welcomed November Kathleen Orozco on November 6, 2021 at 2:51 p.m. She weighed in at 6 pounds, 13 ounces, and was 18 1/2 inches long. Congratulations to Julie and Joe, and welcome to November as the newest member of the National Federation of the Blind. Pam, I think that's what I have for this part of the release. Back over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, President Riccobono. And we will start out with the results for our poll questions before we get into our Q&A. And just a reminder, you can still submit your questions through the Q&A feature. Also, you can email cdanielson@nfb.org. So our first poll question tonight was, what is your favorite hot drink? We have everything from coffee, tea, hot chocolate to cider. So hot chocolate was our top vote getter. Yeah,
Really?
so all the coffee lovers out there were outvoted by the hot cocoa. It was our top vote getter. Coffee was second, but hot chocolate was the winner in that one.
Or cider. More for me, I guess.
Well, 6% cider, so. And our next poll question was asking everyone our favorite chapter meeting activity. So we had some great options, from philosophy discussions to guest speakers, games or social activities, technology demonstrations, but the overwhelming vote getter with 53% of the vote was love them all. So the best part of our chapter, so many wonderful things. So thanks everybody for participating in the poll, and we will be announcing a little later in the release the winners of our canes. So stay tuned. So we will go ahead and get started. Thanks everyone for submitting questions tonight. Our first question tonight is from Daniel Garcia from Missouri. And the question, President Riccobono, Daniel's wondering, did the Federation have a position on the Department of Justice suing Uber on behalf of people with disabilities over the issue of wait time fees?
Yeah, great question. Our position is go get them. Yeah, we're very supportive of the fact that the Department of Justice has taken on this issue with Uber. We've reached out to the lawyers at the Department of Justice. We've been promoting the information about this suit. If you have been charged wait time fees and you are a person with a disability, we encourage you to reach out to the Department of Justice. We'll put the information in the chat, I'm sure, the phone number and email. We've been encouraging members to share this and where you can send your receipts. As you know, we have many issues that we've worked on with Uber and Lyft, and really all ride-sharing companies around equal access for people with disabilities, so many areas. So we're really pleased to see the Department of Justice getting involved in this, and we're going to continue to coordinate with them. So great question, Daniel.
Okay. And our next question is related to membership. And Mike Ryan is wondering about how many members of our organization are blind and how many are visually impaired. And also, we've had a couple other questions about membership. How do members, what's the easiest way for members, those who are interested in joining, how can they get involved?
Great. So, have my membership coin right here. So how many members are blind and how many are low vision or something else? We don't know, because we figure if you're with us, you're a blind person. Now there are other folks that join us who are blind at heart, but we don't make a distinction, and we certainly don't track individuals based on how much they can or cannot see. And that's because, as a movement, we believe that regardless of how much eyesight you have remaining, the issues that you face in society, the low expectations, the artificial barriers, all relate to us as a class of blind people, and we don't want to divide blind people, so we don't keep that data. I have no idea how much anybody can or cannot see, and that's, let me just be clear, that's not to say that we don't want people to utilize the remaining vision they have. However, we do want people to recognize that that's not what defines you. I know for myself, growing up, I tried to fake it. I tried to pretend I could see things because that's what I learned was important. That's the message I got. And when I met the National Federation of the Blind, people said, I don't care how much you can see or not see. Are you being effective at what you need to do? And people finally, I think, liberated me from having to worry all the time about what I was going to see or not see. So we don't make that distinction. And we also recognize that members are in many different places related to their journey related to blindness. So we want to honor that, but also recognize that for us, it really doesn't matter to us as individuals how much someone can or cannot see. That's not what's important to us. What's important is that you want to be part of this movement to make a difference for all of us. So it's a great question. How do you get involved? Well, you can join the Federation, and we really encourage that at the local level where you can get connected with people. When you join a local chapter, you can look at NFB.org, look up the About page and find our state affiliates, get connected with the state affiliate, hopefully a local chapter. If there's not a local chapter in your area, you can join your affiliate as an at-large member and start to get connected. And one of the first connections will be that the chapter or affiliate will put you through our new member process, where you will get a membership coin sent to you in the mail, as well as other information from the national organization. You don't have to go too far to find a place where you can contribute in this organization. There are dozens and dozens of places. Find the place that works for you and start learning about the organization by reading our history, our literature, and start to understand and ask questions about who we are. So join at the local level. That's really where you can best get connected. If you need help figuring out where to get connected, call us here at the national office or send an email to membership@nfb.org, and our team will get you plugged in.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, President Carbono. And also, we have another question. If you could please give us an update on our safety and support initiatives.
So that's a great question. We're going to have a number of things that I think will be coming out later this month. We're here now in Baltimore. Our board of directors has come for 2 days of meeting, and we're going to be talking about a number of aspects of our safety and support efforts. I should take this opportunity to thank those members out there who submitted comments on our draft code of conduct. We got a lot of great comments from a diverse range of people across the country. Thank you for taking time to do that. The board will be discussing that tomorrow and considering our next steps. We think that we've made some great strides in our code of conduct process. What we want to continue to do is have a stronger and safer organization that continues to set the expectation about what appropriate behavior is. And unfortunately, being a people's movement, we have a great diversity of people, and we need to decide for ourselves what we want our standards to be, and then how we continue to empower people to meet those standards. And, you know, we're an organization that is built on empowerment. Our survivor-led group has been starting to spin up and have some meetings. I think that's going to create some great opportunities for us. We're going to continue these efforts into 2022 and bake them into what we do. I think we're a stronger organization for the work that we've done in 2021. And I think that the discussions that we've been having, although they sometimes have been difficult, I think have really brought us together to have an understanding of what we expect of each other in this organization. So I guess I want to say, as part of that, hats off to all the members of the Federation for really taking these issues seriously and tackling them straight on, and having hard conversations, because I think these conversations need to happen in other places, not just within the National Federation of the Blind. And our members have done it in a way that's authentic to us as an organization, and I think it's going to be to our credit and leadership going forward. And I think we're going to see that in true example at our national convention in New Orleans. Had to get that in.
We are very much looking forward to welcoming everybody. And as we are nearing the end of our Q&A session, if our members of our national board and our Tenderbrook board could begin making your way toward the stage to the front right corner of the room. We have some surprises coming up. And so, President Riccobono, we have another question.
Somewhat quietly.
Yes, that's right. We have a question here from someone who would like to know what your advice would be to a young person who is losing their vision and wants to learn Braille, but who isn't finding support from their parent or guardian. What advice would you have?
Ooh, sneak it under the covers. Well, what I would say is learning Braille is one of the most important things that you can do. And I'm really sorry to hear that you're not getting support from your family to learn Braille. What I would say is reach out to your local affiliate, and we can help you get connected with a mentor who can help you work on Braille reading. You know, the beauty of Braille is you can sneak it under the covers and sneak it in the dark. And that's really the best way to learn Braille. And the best way to work on Braille is to read it and read it and read it. And so I would suggest we get you connected with a blind mentor in your local community, because they also may be able to help your family understand why Braille will make such a tremendous difference in your life. So great question. Hopefully we have the person's information and can do some follow-up to help you get connected. But we're pleased to help you get connected with Braille resources and Braille mentors. I know that, I'm sure Pam will echo this. I can't imagine doing any of the things we set out to do without having worked on Braille. And, you know, I was someone that did not learn Braille early on. I was told that professionals could teach me Braille if I wanted to learn it. I was a senior in high school. I couldn't think of a reason why I would want to learn it. So hats off to you to recognizing well before I did that it has value in your life. So great question, and sorry to hear about the lack of support.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President Riccobono. And again, thanks to everyone who submitted questions. If we did not have a chance to get to your question, our awesome communications team will be following up with you. So thank you again. We have the winners also to announce for our great cane giveaway. So thanks to everybody who entered. We had hundreds of entries, so thanks everyone. And the lucky winners.
Which cane are they going to get?
All right. So, the winner.
Which cane you going to give away first?
Well, that's what I was just about to ask
well,
you.
get to it. Come on, let's go.
All right. So the winner of my cane is Sheila Leland.
Oh,
Yes,
Montana.
Yes, exactly.
Montana.
So very happy. I know you'll be putting it to great use, Sheila.
Stylish
Congratulations. And the winner of the cane that you decorated is Marcus Simmons. So congratulations.
Nice.
And we will be shipping these to you. And thank you everybody so much for taking part in our great cane giveaway. Again, thank you, President Riccobono. It's been great to be with you and with everyone tonight here in person and all around. And in difficult times and in good times, we in the National Federation of the Blind are stronger together. So please, everyone, join us for our next NFB presidential release live on Tuesday, January 4th, which also is World Braille Day in honor of Louis Braille's birthday. Speaking at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can Zoom, the Nation's Blind YouTube channel, our internet stream, or by asking your Amazon Vice to open Nation's Blind. Please contact President Riccobono at 410-659-9314 or via email at officeofthepresident@nfb.org. Thanks again, and also wishing you and Melissa and Austin and Ori and Elizabeth a very wonderful, very joyous holiday, and I'll turn it back to you. Thank you again so much.
Great, thank you, Pam. You can applaud for Pam, it's okay. As we come to the end of this presidential release, I want to express one more important sentiment, and that is for the leadership of the entire board of directors of the National Federation of the Blind. You know, nothing we do happens because of one individual, and especially in 2021, where we have faced some hard circumstances, had some hard conversations. Our leadership team, our elected leaders have really come together in a very special and important way to do some hard work together. And that's despite personal difficult circumstances that some of our board members have also faced at the same time. So I want to express my deep appreciation to the leaders of the National Federation of the Blind. I think every member of our organization can feel confident that they are represented by people who are have big hearts and also big imaginations about what we can do in the future. And I think that gives me a great deal of hope for what we will do together in 2022. So before we get to the customary endings, let me say to you, happy holidays, warmest wishes. Let's go build the National Federation of the Blind after we ring some jingle bells.
All right. What's going on? Bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. That was jingle bells. That was good. Horse open sleigh. Rocking all the way, ho, ho, ho! Making spirits rise. What fun it is to let us sing a sleighing song tonight. Everybody! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey, Colorado! What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. We got the jokes in.
Hi, Oriana, I'll be telling you 2 jokes. What's Santa Claus's favorite kind of chips?
I don't know, what?
Kringles potato chips. Yummy. What do reindeers say before they tell you a joke?
I don't know, what?
This one's gonna slay you.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Frigabono, and I'll be telling you a joke.
Excellent.
What does Santa say to the distracted gift?
I don't know, what?
Just be present.
The preceding message was brought to you by Mark Riccobono, President, National Federation of the Blind, Office of the President at nfb.org, 410-659-9314, www.nfb.org. Let's go Bill, the National Federation of the Blind.